Hey guys, welcome back to the Anything Goes Project car. So, I posted a short video the other day about a knife that I picked up, and right now there is a big buzz about this knife across all social media. It's no joke. All the social media groups for EDC and outdoors and stuff like that are talking about this knife. And some people are getting tired of it, and some people are trash talking it and whatsoever. I had to go pick one up myself. Kind of liked it. So that was the purpose of the short video that I posted. And people were asking, is this a troll video? No, it's not. This is something that is legit and we need to actually look at. So my thoughts on this knife was, might be a good beater knife. So we're gonna check it out. This is the Ozark Trail axis lock. It's their version of kind of a bug out. I mean, it's got good action. I mean, it's the same kind of axis style lock on it. And this one right here, just dropped it in the dirt. But even still, it's got damn good action. $6, $6. So my question is this, can it stand up to abuse? We want a knife that we can use as a work knife, so we're gonna abuse the hell out of it today. This is something that a lot of people won't even do with their $500, $600 knives. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a series of tests. Hang on a second. I'm gonna take chunks of wood like this. I'm gonna beat the hell out of the knife into another piece of wood, PVC, copper wire. And the last test I'm gonna do, that is gonna be a surprise. You have to watch till the end to see it, but let me tell you, vroom vroom, let's see how it goes. Okay, so for the first test, I've got some 12 gauge wire here. This is your standard Romex wire. And we're gonna see if we can cut this wire with this. I mean, obviously it is sharp. I mean, it's just shaving off everything. So, but, okay, it works. But that's not how I want to do it. I want to take this and this piece of wood, okay, let's look at this blade. There's no glinting or anything on it. It withstood. And it still shaves. So, as you see, it cut right through that Romex. So there we go. Beat the hell out of it, and let's see how it works. Still good and smooth. I don't like the positioning of this knob though, because this scale is a little thick, doesn't let you get your finger down there on it, but look at that. Still good, there's no chipping or anything there. Okay, great. So let's next test. Piece of PVC. And again, blade still looks good. Still got an edge. Okay, piece of wood. This is oak, by the way. Still looks pretty good. So no problem. Let's try something else. Got a 2x4 right here. I'll smack it into this 2x4. Do it at an angle. Still good. Blade still looks good. Let's look at the action. I don't know about you, but actually seems to have gotten better on the action. action now that I've abused the shit out of it. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna throw it at a tree for a while. Okay, I really didn't want to throw this at a tree because I end up marring up my trees, but let's try it on a piece of 3/4 inch plywood. Let's twist that sucker and get it out of there. So cross grain. Yeah. And you'll notice I'm actually twisting it when I'm pulling it out because I want to put some tension or stress on that pivot point. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so far, all right, looks like it's loosened up a little bit. That could be easily adjusted back with that pivot screw. So far, nothing else has happened to it. Blade did not bend. I don't have any bends in the tip. I think it's still nice and straight. Okay, I might have a little bit of a curve here on the tip, but not anything noticeable. When I put it back in, everything is still lined up. It's in a good alignment. So, all right, next test. We're just going to test the scales, keep it closed. I'm going to slam it against this board. Again. One more time. Okay. Again. Plastic scales. I don't see any cracking or anything, and that still works, functions. All right, so I mean that so far right now has been a pretty good test. Let's try a couple of other things. Okay, so this is a leftover piece of tin that I have from whenever we did my chicken coop. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to throw it into it and let it puncture a couple times. Hit against it. There we go. One more time. Okay. Scratches, a little bit of scratching, but tip is still in decent shape. No rolling over on the tip. It's dull. It's a little bit dull now on that tip from going into wood and everything. The rest of the blade still feels really good. So, all right, next one. Okay, we're driving around, and you might be thinking to yourself, Mike, what does driving have to do with the test? Well, I got a camera guy way up the road here, and yeah, you know, sometimes knives fall out of our pockets while we're going down the highway. You get them run over. So we're gonna hit 70 and drop it out the window. Camera guy's gonna catch it all at the end. So let's do this shit. Knife. There we go. My checkpoint is coming up. We're at 70, and we got a knife. And stop. Now I'm gonna go turn around and find the knife. Because I saw it hit the highway and that thing flew open, did all kinds of shit. Alright. Alright, camera guy is right there. Where is it at? Oh, I see it. So just so you know, I'm gonna do this uncut. This part right here is gonna be uncut, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. All right. There's said knife. Oh yeah. It bounced. It's got some scuff marks. It's got dings on it. You can see right here, scuffed the shit out of it here. This part actually sunk into the asphalt. Looks like a good 1/2 inch. So, yeah. That was the 70-mile-an-hour drop test from my Bronco. Okay, so what'd you think of that? What I did to this knife right now is something that many of us are never, ever going to do to our knives, especially if you're carrying around a $150, $200 Benchmade, or even a Civivi or a Grimsmo Norseman or something like that. You're not gonna go out there and do that type of shit. That's just the way it is. I've seen these guys, oh, I use my shit every day. Bullshit. I've seen you guys carry your shit, you baby it, you wanna keep it pristine and looking good. There are few and very few far between that actually use the tool and abuse the shit out of it. So, with that being said, this was a Walmart $6 special, $5.95. This is their Christmas special, and as you can see, I have done no adjustments to it or anything yet. This is straight from all the fucking abuse. So let's look at it. You can still see up here on this tip here, and I've got my little adjustment tool out here. This tip, right about, let's look at it, right about there. It went about a 1/2 inch into the asphalt when it hit. However, that tip looks good. It's just got tar all over it. Let's see if I can clean it off a little more. There we go. That tip still looks good. That's not a chip in the blade. That's just tar that's on it. Now, the scales themselves took a beating. You can see some road rash here, road rash here. Let's see, there's some on the end. One of the thumb studs took a little bit of a beating. So basically, tossing it out the window at 70 miles an hour was the equivalent of tossing it on a grinding stone while it's slowing down. So, yeah. Now, the knife itself, the blade held up. Yeah, it's dull in some spots. Some spots, still shave. But other spots, you couldn't cut fucking hot butter with this right now. However, that's what sharpening tools for. It's a tool, and it stood up to the abuse. Now, the only thing that happened that I know of for function on this thing is the pivot screw loosened a little bit. Whoop-de-doo. That's what an adjustment tool's for. Let's see if that fixes it. Oh yeah, that pivot screw is way loose. There we go. I tightened it up a little bit. Let's see, now it's good and firm in there. A little more. Just a little bit more. Yeah, just tighten up pivot screw a little bit. And look at that. I mean, even still, after all that abuse, it still works. So, that's your crusty ass, beat up Ozark Trail $6 knife that withstood everything I just did to it. So my opinion on this, is this a good knife? For $6? It's a steal, in my opinion. Are you guys going to do this stuff to your Benchmade? I mean, that's literally the crux of the question. Can this be a knife that you can pick up and be proud to have in your pocket and be like, hey, you know what? It's a knife. It does its job. I know it can take a beating and it's going to withstand. And if I lose it, it's $6. Great knife for a kid. Great knife if you're traveling. Toss this in your check-in luggage. You don't have to worry about it getting stolen because, again, it's $6. Your Benchmade gets stolen. Yeah, you're gonna cry a little bit. $250 for a Benchmade bug out, or shit, even more for like an Osborne or something like that. You're gonna be a little pissed about it. Are you gonna be mad about this? Probably not. So to all the naysayers out there who are really complaining about us buying these and checking them out, well, all I gotta say is, if that's how you feel about it, let's see you duplicate this video, but throw your little $500 knife up there. Okay, so with that, guys, I'm out of here. See you later. One more for the road. By the way, that last tree slap knocked the shit out of it. Bye. Ugh.